Morning, David. Come in. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, Bruce. It's good to see you.
He looked around the room. On the walls were photos of famous TV stars, pictures, and a map of Australia. Near the door was a cabinet full of shiny TV awards. Kanga TV was a very successful network. Bruce smiled back.
There's another person involved in this meeting. Ah, here she is now.
The door opened again. This time David didn't smile. An elegant woman with short red hair entered the room. "Hello, David. It's so nice to see you." There was a lack of sincerity in her voice. Then he began to speak.
My TV network, Kanga TV, has decided to branch out and offer our viewers a more varied choice of international programmes. We want Australians to have an alternative view on the world's different cultures. So I'm going to offer one of you the franchise of a new satellite channel.
David opened his mouth to speak.
When will it start broadcasting?
At the end of the year,
Replied Bruce.
I'm more interested in the quality of programmes than the money offered for the franchise, so over the next few weeks I'm going to monitor 4 of your most popular kinds of programmes. One on music, the news, an outside broadcast and a satellite link. The TV channel that produces the highest quality will win the franchise. Are there any questions?
David was so excited he could hardly speak, but he had to say something before Anna did.
Bruce, this is a great opportunity, and I feel honoured that you are considering Trent TV for the franchise. Our ratings have increased steadily for the past 5 years. Last month we signed a new advertising contract which will increase our budget. We have an experienced, highly qualified team, and our motto is inform, educate, entertain.
He was interrupted by Anna. "You stole my best director and researcher,"
All's fair in love and war.
grinned David. "At least you can't steal the awards Channel Web won last month for Best Soap. I've worked in television since I was 20, and my success shows that," she answered back. David glared at her.
So have I.
He snapped. Bruce quickly intervened.
Now let's discuss things in more detail.
2 hours later, Bruce ended the meeting.
I'm going back to Australia tomorrow, but I intend to keep a very close eye on events. Remember, your fate is in your hands. Good luck to you both.
David was overjoyed as he hurriedly left the office. Today had already been great, and it was about to get better. David Fox's son, Simon, had just graduated from university with a degree in media studies, and to David's joy, had decided to follow in his father's footsteps. David was therefore a happy man when he met his senior employees on Monday afternoon. He had just explained to them about Bruce Kemp's franchise offer and what Trent TV had to do to win it.
"That's fantastic news,"
said Rav, the technical director.
"Just imagine, Australians will soon be able to watch the programmes that we produce."
Jenny Walker, the director, was more cautious. "We haven't won yet. Don't underestimate Anna Webb. I know her well, and she'll do everything she can to get the franchise." David looked at the 3 people in the room. He had met Jenny 2 years ago when she worked for Channel Web and had immediately offered her a job at Trent TV. Jenny had accepted, and Anna Webb hadn't forgiven either of them. As director, Jenny made the decisions and gave the orders to Rav. It was his responsibility to push the right buttons at the right time. Sally Truman was the production assistant and was extremely efficient. She made sure that everyone involved in the programme was ready and in the right place. "We are a good team and I believe we can win," said Sally. The others nodded in agreement and began to discuss the challenge. There was a knock at the door.
Can I come in?
Said a voice hesitantly. David jumped to his feet.
At last! Everyone, you all know my son, Simon. He is going to join our team and I'm sure he will be a great asset in the future.
Jenny and Rav congratulated Simon, but were not happy. Simon had little experience in the field of TV. They needed to concentrate all their efforts on the franchise, not on helping a new employee.
Now, Rav, Simon wants to be a technical director, so I want you to teach him everything you know.
Both Jenny and Sally smiled, but Rav didn't.
Sure,
he replied. The next day, Rav took Simon to the gallery.
It's amazing,
whispered Simon.
There's so much equipment.
Rav laughed and began to explain everything around them.
Here on the wall, there are lots of monitors which show what is going on in the studio, which is broadcasting the programme, and also in the other studios. That sign is lit up when a programme is on air. And this is where we all sit. I don't want you to touch anything, as it is all set up for the next programme, Pop World.
Simon moved to where Rav had sat down.
Is this the mixing desk?
He asked.
Yes. I'm sure you know that all our equipment is digital.
I know that an analogue signal is a continuous electronic wave that imitates the shape of the sound wave, but how is digital TV different from the old analogue system?
The term digital refers to a method of converting information into an electrical signal by translating that information into bits, a simple code, in the form of ones and zeros. This gives a stronger and more reliable signal, and...
Rav stopped suddenly as Simon's hand moved towards the mixing desk.
What does this button do?